Good to be here. I'm from Boston, Mass. Thank you. Boston crowd over there. Or they've seen it on the map or something. You have a Red Sox beanie at home. I don't know. I don't know what. There's some familiarity with it. I mean, I'm from Boston, but the point is that like I moved to LA some years ago, and when I moved to LA, I moved right into the middle of Hollywood. That's right where I first moved to, right? And then I realized I brought way too much ridiculous stuff with me. I don't even know what I was thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I moved to Hollywood. I brought thoughts and feelings and a conscience, sense of right and wrong. You know what I mean? Although whenever I tell that closer into Hollywood to LA, there's always two people in the front row like, what are thoughts and feelings? Oh my God, come on, Megan, you know those. We learned them in acting class. Look at that. So I like acting. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. It's fun. You know what I mean? I'll act whenever I have the chance. And recently I discovered my acting range, right? So that's like all the different kinds of roles I could play. Check it out, right? Like this, right? Like here, like this, right? I could be a teacher. Totally, teacher. You're going to the office. But I could be a teacher, okay? But check it out, right? Like this, substitute teacher. Yeah. That's versatility. That's what I'm talking about, Christian Bale. What's up? I can do it. They always have to kind of pigeonhole your look in Hollywood. And they always compare you. You're like this and this, whatever, like guys who are famous, right? Which I'm cool with. So recently somebody said to me, hey, Adam, you're kind of like a less authoritative Jeffrey Rush crossed with a less good-looking Ben Affleck. And now I said, wow, thanks. Wow, that's nice. Wow, you just removed the qualities from those guys that make them good. That's like saying, hey, you're a lot like Einstein, but without any brains. What's left? Messy hair and a weird bicycle. That's it. My car was broken down recently up in LA. It was in mechanics for a couple of weeks, engine trouble. And I had to take the bus. And I gotta tell you, man, in LA, people are so judgmental about other people they know taking the bus. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, in other cities, it's just a form of transportation. In LA, it's a disease. It's like, hey man, you hear about Fred? Oh my God, I heard he caught the bus. He was a good guy. Oh, why does it happen? There's no God. I know, man, I know, it sucks. You gonna go hang out with him? No way, man, I'm not going near him. I don't want to catch the bus. Shit's contagious. Speaking of bus and LA and stuff, a few years ago I actually moved. I had to move. LA's such a weird city, and like, it's got so many different kinds of neighborhoods. They're relatively close together, you know? And I had to move I was living with my now ex, and on the beach in Santa Monica, like 10 miles inland to a different neighborhood, right? All of a sudden, it's a neighborhood where I moved that doesn't have a name, but people call it like dangerous adjacent, or the knifing district, or Stabbyville. I've seen that on some maps. I don't know. That's on Google Maps. I don't know. But anyway, so that was interesting. So it was really weird. Like, it was such an LA experience, right? Because I moved from a neighborhood, right? Check it out. Where like everybody has a gardener and a maid, right? To a neighborhood where like, you know, everybody is a gardener and a maid. I would see the same people at just a different time of day. You know what I mean? I was the only guy on my block with a social security number. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. Anyway. No, it's weird though, because everybody should have to live somewhere where like you're like not, you're the total minority. And I was there. I was like the only white guy for blocks. And I know that when I walk down the street, I know that someone was like, here comes the neighborhood. There's going to be a lot less graffiti around here now. Don't like it. Don't like it. All right, you guys are cool. I'll tell you what I'm good at. I'm good at worrying about stuff. I do. I worry. I kind of like concerned about, you know, things. But I'm worried about like important stuff. And seriously, like, what am I really accomplishing in my life? Like, what's my legacy going to be after I'm gone, you know? And I always think about like the gravestones of great and important men in history, because that sort of says it all, right? Like, think about it. Like, you go to the cemetery, Marlon Brando, actor, right? Or like Ronald Reagan, president / actor, you know? It's all you gotta say, you know what I mean? And I'm worried, like, one day, man, you know, one day you're gonna go to the cemetery, it's gonna be like, Adam Gropman, dead. Fuck. Then underneath that, you know, in italics, you know, substitute teacher, tech support specialist, door-to-door census worker, seasonally, gas station attendant, flower delivery man, ... See back of gravestone. Holy shit, this is a weird gravestone. You go to the back, it's like, you know, shoveled snow, had paper route, picked strawberries, can type 50 words a minute, able to lift heavy boxes. For hotel and restaurant work, see other gravestone. That's not a cool gravestone, Brad. Not a cool gravestone right there. But here's the deal. If you want to live forever, you want to have immortality, you got to have something named after you, like a school, right? Schools, always named after people. But I figured out if I live my life perfectly for the rest of it, do everything right, I could have a school named after me. But it's going to be a shitty school. It's going to be like, hey, what's that building right there? Oh, that is the Adam M. Gropman Comprehensive Middle School. Wow, the roof's on fire and school's spelled wrong. Well, it's a 2-year school, and they only have one teacher, and he's a substitute. So, what are you going to do? You know? So I'm over 40, guys, over 40 years old. Thank you, thanks. No. Not gonna, no, you know, it's okay, because like in Hollywood and LA, people say, don't admit that, you know what I mean? Like, dude, totally lie, you know, you could like pretend you're whatever, younger, you know what I mean? I get that, but there are advantages to coming out here and telling you guys my age. Because if I came out here, I was like, hey, what's up, Brea? How you guys doing? I'm 26, right? You guys would be like, wow, Adam, you are one shitty-looking 26-year-old. Fuck, do you sleep in a toaster oven? What, do you live on Twinkies and Everclear? Dude, how much radiation do you get in a week? You look horrible, brother. Seriously. Seriously. But if I come out here and I'm like, hey guys, I am well over 40, then you guys are like, hey, I've seen worse. Guy's not that bad, you know what I mean? You can walk, you can hold the microphone. It's pretty good. It's decent. You know? I'll get out of here in a minute. What I'll leave you guys with. I got a call from a bill collector recently. Got a call from a bill collector. And here's the deal. On my phone, the call comes in as unavailable. So I usually know it's a bill collector because the call comes in as that weird unavailable. In my experience, unavailable either means bill collector or crank call from Pakistan. Usually bill collector. And I love how they think they're being so sneaky by using unavailable. You know what I mean? They're like, he's not going to know it's us. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, in 2015, that's the equivalent of knocking on someone's door with a ski mask and a baseball bat. Okay? So, and I know some of you guys, maybe you've had the bill collector call, but you're not going to admit it, you know, because you don't want the person sitting, this is Brea, you don't want the person next to you going, oh my God, honey, he's a debtor. They used to put them in prison. So you guys can take it away. I'll talk about my bill collector who called me, you know what I mean? So this is what happened. I hit answer, but I can't even talk. I'm so afraid of talking to the bill collector. To me, it's like I'm getting a call from the Grim Reaper. It's like death is on the, like I'm afraid to be like, oh, Adam Gropman, I'd like to discuss your debts. Oh. So I just freeze. I literally hit answer and I'm like, I just hold the phone. After a minute, the guy goes, hello, Adam. Hello, Adam Gropman. Why don't you speak to me? I know you're there, Adam. I can hear you. I can hear silence. Why don't you just talk to me? And I go, hola, yo hablo español? Yo no hablo inglés. Yo no soy Adam Gropman. And he goes, yo hablo español. Yo quiero hablar Adam Gropman. Yo sé. And I go, je ne parle français? Je ne parle pas avec moi, je ne parle pas, je le from moi, avec moi, vous et je. And then he says, oh please, grow up. Yeah, this guy is kind of cool, right? And he's right, and I realize, oh my God, I just figured it out. I'm an idiot, and he's just doing his job. But I can't say that, I can't admit that. So this is what I say, dude, if I was grown up, I wouldn't owe $237 on a 15-year-old credit card, would I? You've been calling me for 13 years, dude, 5 times a week. Each time having me pretend that I speak a different language, or I'm a talking bird or a fax machine. Yet you keep thinking you're going to get paid. Maybe you need to grow up. And then I made fart noises. It's a little financial trick I learned.